the weekend's coming. I'm here in Mineral Wells, Texas. Ron Moore here at the Happy Days Diner. Hey, if you haven't been to Mineral Wells, I'm telling you, it is the place to get out of the concrete jungle and come to on the weekend. It is happening here. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit further about priorities. Did you ever notice how when you're in college or high school or just, right out of those, how it was so much easier to have your priorities of taking care of you. You met with friends, you had River Bible study, you went for walks, you went to the gym, you maybe went jogging, whatever. And then suddenly you get into adulthood and, whoa, you're just busy, And it's like, man, when am I going to take care of me? And then, marriage comes, babies come, then babies take a lot of time and energy, don't they? And suddenly you just give it, and you're not taking care of you. Oh, God. It's got to be priority. Because here's the way, see, if you're going to make it over the long haul, here's what I've talked to a lot of people. If you're going to make it over the long haul to see your children and your grandbabies married, you're going to need to be in shape. You're going to need to eat right. You're going to need to have heart-healthy exercise so that you can make it over that long haul. One thing I don't want to be where I'm just kind of mumbling in my oatmeal, when my grandkids get married. I mean, I want to be able to be there and be sharp and be alert, be on fire, all that good stuff. Now you say, well, Ron, aren't we supposed to put others first? Oh, absolutely. But, see, before you can put others first, you got to take care of you. See, before, and the principle there in Scripture is before you can feed others, you have to be fed. Now, I'm not talking about the pastor, boy, that's for sure, when I was pastoring the four-wall church. I mean, you gotta be fed before you can feed others. But I'm talking about, boy, out on your job, to be all you can be, for your children to be all you can be. You single moms and dads, oh my goodness. I mean, you give and give and give until you give out, no doubt. And you see, Jesus was doing it. Jesus was constantly giving. I mean, one part of Scripture says they couldn't even sit down to eat. The people were flooding in on him so much, wanting to touch him, wanting him to touch them, So the Scripture is real specific. He would get away and he'd spend the whole night in prayer, just getting fed so that he could feed others. And in fact, a guy posed a question to me one time. He said, have you ever thought about what would have happened to Jesus if he just kept on giving? Because in the King Jimmy version, it says the lady who touched the hem of his garment says virtue came out of him. In other words, how much goodness would it have taken before he was just totally depleted? Well, he didn't let that happen. See, and it's just like on the airplane, when the flight attendant, I don't want to say stewardess and date myself, but when the flight attendant does the mask thing and say, hey, if the mask drop down before you can help anybody else, make sure that your mask is on. Because see, if you're not breathing, then you're not going to be able to take care of anybody else. So I challenge you, hey, take some time to just breathe. Take some time to just get alone. And whether it's out in nature, whether it's in a small town, take some time to get alone with God. And just say, Lord, I want to be all ears. I want to be what you've called me to be. I want to be all you've called me to be. And I'm going to make that a priority. Hey, have a great Wednesday, and I'll talk to you on Friday. Bye-bye now.